I'm Matt Springer, Director and Campus Pastor of Chi Alpha at Fairmont State University.
Hi, I'm Brittany Hall, and I'm in Chi Alpha here at Fairmont State University.
I'm Charlie Rosser, and I'm on staff with Chi Alpha at Fairmont State.
My name's Abby Quinn. I'm a senior at Fairmont State, and I'm a life group leader in Chi Alpha.
My name is Matthew Crislop, and I am a life group leader in Chi Alpha.
My name is Jonathan Frederick Dwayne Mitchell, and I lead a life group with Chi Alpha Campus Ministries at Fairmont State University.
My name is Tyler Quinn, and I'm a life group leader in Chi Alpha at Fairmont State University.
I'm Juliana Butcher, and I'm in a life group at Fairmont State University.
My name is Brianna Raven Love, and I'm in a life group in Chi Alpha at Fairmont State University.
I'm Emily Rohrbacher, and I am an intern with Fairmont State Chi Alpha.
I'm Elizabeth Remus, and I'm a member of a life group in Chi Alpha at Fairmont State University.
My name is Jesse Colbank, and I am a second-year intern with Chi Alpha, working full-time in the campus ministry.
Chi Alpha is a student organization centered around sharing the love of Jesus to Fairmont State. And actually, we have campuses around the country and around the world who also have Chi Alpha.
The purpose of Chi Alpha is to reconcile students to Christ and to see the university and the marketplace and the world transformed by those students that have been reconciled to Christ. Where does the name Chi Alpha come from? It comes from the first Greek letters of two words. Chi and Alpha come from Christo Apostoloi, which means Christ sent ones or Christ's ambassadors. And it's from 2 Corinthians 5:20 that we are therefore Christ's ambassadors, as though God were making his appeal through us. And that's our call as a group at Fairmont State.
So Chi Alpha does a ton of activities. We do a lot of things to reach out to people, and also things for the people who are already in it. Like, we help people move in. We also do contact tables, giant games. We have life groups, which is one of the most important things we do. We have services, and then we also have retreats. Every 4 years we have something called the World Mission Summit, which is a big event with over 6,000 other Chi Alpha college students. So there's a lot going on all the time. It's never boring. I'm constantly going somewhere or hanging out with people. It's really fun.
Your love has been true, and with all of my life.
So life groups are a small group Bible study that live life together. And that just meaning is like they'll meet together, guys will meet with guys, girls will meet with girls, and they'll study the Bible together, learn who Jesus is, get to see kind of what he's taught and how to actually live out this life of following Jesus. And then the idea is not just to have a Bible study. A Bible study is good, but Jesus, when you look at the 12 disciples, Jesus lived life with them. He walked everywhere to go. He was willing to walk 60 miles from town to town to be with them. And so the idea behind life groups is we have this Bible study, we learn who Jesus is, and then we just live life together. We do homework together. We do crazy fun stuff. Go to Cooper's Rock and hike. Go to Tigert Lake to swim. Like, we just have fun together. We're there when another person needs us, whenever, to be with each other, to just live life together and be together.
Your love has been true, and with all of my life, how it works.
Thursday night worship is our large worship service. So all of our students that are involved in Chi Alpha come every Thursday night. We have musical worship, and then we have someone that preaches a sermon, and it's a time for everybody in the larger community to get together, spend time with one another, and also just learn new things about God and who he is.
How I worship you.
So contact tables are a way for us to be seen on campus. We get to be out there every Thursday. People that walk by there regularly know Chi Alpha will be there. We get to be seen, we're noticed, but also it's a way for us to make connections with people that maybe we would never make a connection with. So maybe we don't have a class in that area, but we are able to meet with them. We're able to get them thinking, get them through a question of the day, or even just through playing Foursquare or Giant Jenga and just having fun with them. We get to make this connection with them to where we can help bring them into the community, help them to see who Jesus is for themselves.
So the family code is a list of 6 things or principles that we think are important as we live life together. and they are march together, fight for, not against, stoop low so someone else can rise, choose unselfishly for the highest good of God and His kingdom, give grace, and abandon all masks.
Marching together is part of the family code here in Chi Alpha, and what that means is that we are all on the same march together. We experience life together, we support each other, and we should just be there for one another.
Fight for, not against. We're not going to bicker back and forth, but we're going to be willing to continue to push forward for someone else. We're going to pray for each other. We're going to seek God to where each other grows.
Stoop low so others can rise is being able to say, I'm going to humble myself so that the person next to me can maybe do more than what I'm doing. Maybe they can do better. So as a life group leader, I have to make room and make space for the people who I'm discipling and the people that I'm going to help disciple others. So for me, I have a girl in my life group named Lakin. Lakin's training to become a leader. And so for me to stoop low, I might give her more responsibility that I might want to take if I wanted to look better, but I want Lakin to be able to learn that, and I want Lakin to be able to do that, so I give her the responsibility and the rewards for whatever that's going to be, just so that she can be able to rise higher than I ever did.
Then choose unselfishly for the highest good of God and His kingdom. It's not our kingdom, it's not about us, it's about Jesus and what He calls us to do. We want to do together to make sure that He is the prime thing that we do.
We give grace, that in those moments whenever we're so discouraged with each other, we're just mad at each other, that we can be like the Lord in the ways of just loving on them and trying to see where they're coming from and just not putting people down and just trying to continuously raise people up, just continuously affirming them, just showing them the good in them, because sometimes people don't always see that. Sometimes people try to portray themselves as somebody else, somebody different, and that's not truly who they are. So we say abandon all masks to allow that person to be who they are. They don't have to be somebody else just to impress the world. Like, they can be themselves around us, and that we can uphold them in that, and we can just love on them in that way.
So within Chi Alpha, we have what we call the 3 reels, and the first of those reels is real devotional life. We understand that Christianity is not simply a religion to have someone believe in, but it's a relationship with Christ. And so just as I'm going to have a relationship with my friends or with my family, that takes spending time with them. And that's what real devotional life is. It involves reading scripture, praying, worshiping, having an intimate relationship with Christ. With that being said, it means being close to Him being real to you. And that's what we mean by real devotional life.
Real community is like your neighbors, your family, your friends, and we want that within Chi Alpha as well. We want that those friendships and the family aspect within Chi Alpha, and that's what we call real community. We want to build that through Thursday night worship. We want to build that through life groups. We want to build that family aspect, that community, through all the events and contact tables and anything else we do for people to hang out and be able to have that real community with believers that love Jesus all together.
So the last real is real responsibility. Real responsibility means that you have a responsibility to tell the people that you know, to tell the people you see every day in your own mission field, who the Lord is, what the Lord is to them, and what it means to have Him with you. And so that's just one of the things we teach, that you're responsible for these people around you, and you're responsible each day. The person you see at work or the person you see at school is someone who will need and does need the love of the Lord and needs to know what He's done for them.
There's no financial cost to join Chi Alpha. You become a part of the Chi Alpha family as soon as you step into a service or you step into a life group or just join us in any of the activities we have on campus. There are costs associated with some events that we do throw, because in reality things cost money. When we have a retreat and we stay at hotels and we provide meals, we do charge the cost of those events. And when we go to national events, some of those things cost money because that stuff's not determined by us. We really wish we could provide everything at no cost, but some events are worth paying for.
So Chi Alpha is based out of the Assemblies of God. That is, Chi Alpha is like their movement towards college students. and reaching out to college students. So we are actually based out of Trinity Assembly of God here in Fairmont. And so they allow us to use the facilities and then also other things to help us reach out to college students and see the kingdom of God built at Fairmont. However, Chi Alpha is Assembly of God based, but we accept people from all denominations, all walks of life.
Chi Alpha is open to students of all faiths and all denominations. We are a Christian organization, so we get overjoyed when students who don't know Jesus already, or students who don't go to church or who are not of a spiritual background, they come and they spend time with us. They're in relationship with us, and they come to our services. We love when people come and are curious.
Chi Alpha to me is an opportunity for college students to take their faith in Jesus a step further. When I got out of high school, my faith in Jesus and my desire for Jesus was very shallow. But once I got to Chi Alpha and got on Fairmont State campus, they really challenged me to take my relationship with Jesus further and deeper, and I did. And that's what Chi Alpha is to me, is a way to take your faith deeper.
I'm very grateful for my time in Chi Alpha, just what the Lord has done in my life. I had always gone to church growing up, but I feel like my time in Chi Alpha is where I really developed a personal relationship with Jesus. I really grew just in my walk with Him and things that I know about Him. I just have a lot more knowledge of who He is and a deeper relationship with Him. I've gained so many friendships in Chi Alpha, friendships that I know will last my entire life. And I can't imagine what my life would be like without it.
Chi Alpha is pretty much where I attest to my walk with Christ actually starting. It was whenever my life group leaders really took me under their wing and was willing to teach me how to walk with Christ. And I got to see someone really my age actually loving Jesus that I've never seen before, and I've been in church for all my life. And so Chi Alpha really sparked this life of Jesus inside of me, to where what I've experienced over the past 4.5 years of being a part of Chi Alpha has just been directly a result of how good God is and people loving on me and caring for me. And I am so much the better now because I was able to come in and be a part of this family.
I think it's really important to be able to have Christian friends and that Christian community to be around. And leaving home from where I was like super protected and super like around everyone I knew and all these Christians, coming here, it's like, wow, who am I supposed to hang out with? What am I supposed to do? And a lot of people do things that as Christians we're not supposed to do. So I think Chi Alpha is just a really, really awesome place to be around people who can do the things that you want to do and live the life that you want to live, and you don't have to feel left out when everyone else is off doing things that you can't do.
Chi Alpha to me is, I guess just one word really comes to my mind, and that's like acceptance. Chi Alpha is an amazing group of people who are all going through the same journey as me, and just being able to relate to them and to connect and share our journeys together. I feel like it's home, it's family, and that's what Chi Alpha is to me.
Chi Alpha is an escape for me from everyday life. I come and I see my family. I don't consider them just my friends anymore. They're my family, and it just allows me to just escape from the week and just have that support that I need to get through life, and it's just always been that for me.
To me, Chi Alpha is like family. It's somewhere I can go where I know almost everyone. It's somewhere I can go that I know that I won't be judged by people, and it's somewhere that I can go and people I can be with that share the same beliefs as me, that I know will care about what I'm doing, care about me actually even after I leave college. They're my friends.
Chi Alpha to me is a place where I found all of my best friends in life, a place where I was able to grow in a relationship with people who are not like me. And then over the years, I've just gotten to know a lot of people who just live very differently and made me curious about who God is.
Since I've been involved with Chi Alpha, my life has changed dramatically. For one of the first times in my life, I felt like I'm a part of a community of people who genuinely care about me and want to see me succeed in the things I do. I've experienced life with people in a way I never have before, and I also understand the message and the purpose of the Bible and what Christ has commanded us to do and to be more clearly than I ever have before. Basically, Chi Alpha has made my Christian faith more steadfast in my life. It has solidified it. It has made it more real to me. Chi Alpha has changed my life in ways that I don't know if I can even fully explain.
Chi Alpha took my faith in Jesus and my relationship with Jesus deeper and deeper by challenging me as I grew and as I worked through college. They challenged me even more and more through the life group leaders that I had and the people that had an influence in my life through Chi Alpha.
Chi Alpha has definitely played a role in just shaping my my intellectual knowledge of God. Over this past year, I've really gotten just a deeper knowledge base of who He is, and am able to really know Him more because of those things. So I'm very grateful that Chi Alpha has just given me this knowledge about the Lord that I don't think I would have had otherwise. And because of that, I think that I will be able to share that with others. I've been given the opportunity to disciple girls all 4 years that I have led a life group. And so now going into the real world, I think that I will be able to disciple people better because of my time in Chi Alpha.
I would say Chi Alpha is one of the best things that's happened in my life. They're the reason that I'm on track where I am. They led me to the Lord in a real relationship type of way. I had been saved before, but I never had that relationship, which is one of the things that we emphasize and one of the things that we try to show students. I wouldn't be where I am right now. Who knows? I try to sometimes think about what my life would be like if I hadn't have met anyone in Chi Alpha and they hadn't led me in the right direction. I honestly don't think I'd be in college. I don't think I'd be doing what I was doing, and I don't think I'd be successful right now, as successful as I am as a college student. I wouldn't have met the friends that I have. I wouldn't have met the now family that I have. My life group is my family, and we're sisters. They're my lifelong friends, and I know it. I'm really excited to live life with them, and I'm really excited to be able to, even after college, live life and experience life with them.
Chi Alpha has affected me so much in the fact that I am so much closer to Jesus now than I ever was. I have been able to gain more knowledge about who He is. I've experienced more of His love and His faithfulness in my life.
Chi Alpha has affected my life in a number of ways. The biggest way is reminding me of what is most important in my life. I came into college and I was of a Christian background, but I wasn't really serious about my faith. And then when I saw other students worshiping like I hadn't seen before, I was in a church that was all people 60 and above, and so I had never really seen someone my age have the type of passion that the students around me had. And so I was able to see that faith in God can be lived out well, that it can be lived with passion, and it can be lived that way with people my age. And Chi Alpha has provided to me some of my best friends in the world.
Before, I never really had people who cared about God. And just being able to have Chi Alpha here on our campus to give me the opportunity to meet these people has truly changed my life in ways that I could never even imagine. Just being able to just know everybody and me personally be able to like grow closer with God with these people. It's just pretty awesome.
Chi Alpha has changed my life in so many ways that it's hard to narrow it down to just a few things. But it has given me friends and a family that I get to see all the time. Moving away from home was really hard for me because I'm about 4 hours away from my hometown, so I didn't have anybody when I moved up here. It's also helped in my walk with God, just teaching me things that I've never been able to know before, and just really opened my eyes to a lot of things that I hadn't been exposed to before.
I have really gotten to know God a lot more. I've built my relationship so much. I feel like it's so much stronger now that I've joined Chi Alpha. Just through everything we do, I feel like my relationship with God just keeps going farther and farther, and I think that's just really awesome, and that's how it's affected me.
So, before Chi Alpha, I never really thought that I would be a leader, but now that I've been in Jessica's life group and I've seen the way that she can go through being a leader and grow through this, I definitely want to be a life group leader next year. So without having Chi Alpha in my life, I don't think I ever would have wanted to be a leader. So
Chi Alpha has affected my life in so many ways. I don't even know where to start with that one. Just, I guess for starters, it allowed me to view life differently. I had this poor attitude and this just poor conviction of how much I hated life and how I didn't want to go through it and how I just didn't want to deal with people. But being in Chi Alpha's changed that. It's gave me a purpose. It's gave me a want to be better, to be bolder, to be bigger, and more importantly, it's made me love people. The thing that I hated most, honestly, is something that I love more than anything. It's changed my life. It's helped me to not go out and party and be a goofball, but I can go and play board games with these people and just have as much fun. It's taught me to have leadership skills that I never thought I would have. It's also gave me so many friends that I never thought I would have, and just it's changed my life in so many ways for the better that I can't even sit here and describe to you in 10-15 minutes what it has even begun to do for me in my life.
So why should you join? That is a great question. Glad you asked. You should join because this is a free group of friends that are willing to love you, willing to care for you, willing to have your back, and it's a blast, and it is worth it.